All right, Coach. First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Got it. Set, watch out. Check, mark 54. Mark 54. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, watch that.
On 1st and 10. Riley. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And shutting him off. Now open field. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Go. Motion. Hey, exit. Mike 54. Here we go. Mike 54. Now.
Operating from the gun. Riley. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Mike 54. I want that. Give me that. Hey, Urban. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Riley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on. As I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the screen. Hey. Hey, wahoo. Mike 54. Here we go.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, watch out. Yep. 54. Mike 54. It's out. Hey, Delta. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Riley. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Down. 30 base. Check. Walk 54. Now watch you run. Hey, dude. Mike 54.
A first down carry for Smith. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, echo. Hey, watch out. Check right 54. Right 54. Better bring it. You better bring it.
2nd and 9 now. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Hey, switch gears. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey! Go.
They'll try to run for it with Smith. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Set. 10-2 start. Block 54. I got you, pump. Check 24. 5.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
2nd and 5. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And now look at him go. 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. An update now from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
At the 37-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Mike 54, Mike.
Second and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
That's fielded in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Gator. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Come press. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Out. Hey, alert 3.
There. Off the play fake. Hopkins will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You ready? Mike 51. Watch the run. Ready?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pull it together. Kill. General West. 51, Mike 51. It's coming this way. Hey, seam 6. Hey, Mike 51. Watch the back.
From the gun, Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jared McKinnon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Go now. 90 Wolf. I'm coming for you, son.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And they'll work mark it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Check nine. Check nine. Big grip.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Recon, 152 fighter. You better. Gone.
Check safety.
Go.
Back to throw. Hopkins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Nice pitch.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start the drive with a give to Wade. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. These two teams all tied after one. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Bravo. Yes.
54th Mike.
Hey, why 7?
Watch the screen.
Second and 11. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
17 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Topper. Now. Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 54.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Riley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready, set.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Check 43. Big dash. Come. Slam. Check three.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Go!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Slam.
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come to my work.
Looking to throw. Riley. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught at the 25. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
Ready?
From the gun, Riley, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check. Crunch.
You draw portraits. Get it.
Back to throw. Riley. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Going right side is White. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Looking to throw. Riley looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 51. Protein spill.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check three. Jim.
Operating from the gun, Hopkins. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Hopkins. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Hopkins. He finds P-Ryan out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
It's our field. It's our field.
Snap.
From the gun on third down, Hopkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe-bashed
that. Super toe.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check right 54. Right 54. Got you.
Back to throw. Riley, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Got it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's been a long day for you.
Hey, Alpha.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
To throw again. Riley. And that'll be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Delta.
Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike.
Come on, D.
53 is Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Looking to throw. Riley. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Zipper. Hey, Zoo.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Stop your whining.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Hopkins. Ebron caught left side. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, echo.
Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Go.
45. Mike 45. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Slam.
Hey, box drop. Under crunch. Side.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Smooth.
45, Mike, 45. Wild Bill.
Shoot.
From the gun, Hopkins completes it to Samuel. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
In your face.
Operating from the gun, Hopkins. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Set. 50. Plant.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Bam.
We got 3.
Shit.
Hey, seam 6.
Back to throw. Hopkins. Campbell making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Tighten up.
Buzz. X3. 218. Chopper.
Watch twist. Check nickel.
Now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Kill, kill, kill.
Ready?
Throwing again. Hopkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, McKinnon. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get away with it.
Bravo.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, tight. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Switch.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Bang, 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 bang. Shit. Squeeze. Walk twist. Five.
They go right back to White here on first down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Hard.
Safety cream. Check.
Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
Man, I got you. Hey, check 24.
6-6. Pull it high.
Check 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Riley, he's got the connection to Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? First down, here's White. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They stay on the ground with White. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready?
On first down, Hopkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check. Check four.
They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And the Lions have scored to move in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Set. 30 base.
54 Mike. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Hey, Haywood.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm scared. Mike spot 4. All day.
Deep rip.
On 1st and 10, Riley. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Check 37.
Go.
Watch out. Check Mike 54.
Check go.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 13. Hey, watch it. SOS.
Fire.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
On the ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 26. Check 26. Say, hit it.
Looking to throw. Hopkins looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Indy. 56 yards from Soldier Field. Meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Carmen. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From the gun, Hopkins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go. Check your hot read. Watch out. Check 3.
Leo.
Lucky.
Now.
To throw on second down, Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Kill.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. They can't hang with us. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50. Bring it.
Hey, Alpha. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Hopkins. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Get it.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Hey, Delta.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the run.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. To Vecchio to add the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Time to go, night.
2nd and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Nice, sweetheart. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54. You can't block me. Nice.
Throwing on 1st down, Riley. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, Foxtrot.
54. Mike 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Switch. Shoot.
Running out of the gun with White. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Bandit. Right there, 54, right?
Smooth. Like.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54. Oh, here we go.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Riley. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Out. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike's 47. 3 buzz.
Hey, check Mike.
Buzz.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
On first down, Hopkins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get him. Check 9. Check safety.
Bravo. Now.
To throw again, Hopkins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Colts on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. Deuce.
Look at me. Go. Ready.
From the gun, Hopkins. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Here's Pirine. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Now!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Break.
What we got? Wide, get wide.
Shit.
Off the play fake. Hopkins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
On the set.
Mike 54. Come on. Check 43.
Quick dash. Go.
Slam. Check 3.
Deep river.
Going on the ground, it's White. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. James White with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Check 3. Jim. Sponge. No. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They start the drive with White. And he's got room. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. James White, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Ready, set.
Watch the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Ready, ready.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, here we go.
Ready, ready.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Atlanta, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.